Welcome to My Success. This show is all about what it takes to be successful. Tune in for some great conversation designed for providing you with the best information possible to help you achieve your goals and dreams. Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Kim Martin here, founder of I've Decided and host of the podcast today, My Success. I am so excited. I am here with an old friend of mine, Brittany Duffield. We kind of reconnected recently and got together for coffee and caught up. It's been a long while. Well, this year we haven't really been able to connect with a lot of friends and acquaintances, right? Because we've been the whole social distancing thing. But it was great to reconnect with you, Brittany, and I'm so excited to have you on the show with me today. We are going to be talking about our weekly winning word, opportunity. And you've had some opportunities come your way over the last year that we're going to talk about, and some opportunities coming to our community thanks to your business, MMC Brokerage, and Junction City is a shopping center that you manage. And so that's awesome. So how are you?
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm doing great. I am very excited that we were able to connect again. And I can't wait to talk about everything we're going to talk about today.
I know. So our weekly winning word is opportunity, right? And we were sitting here talking while we were waiting on Tim to help us get the show going, and just talking about how opportunity can really sometimes disguise itself in distractions. And so it's very hard to tell what's opportunity versus what's distraction. And that's the key to know, because really, if it's an opportunity, the definition of opportunity is it's a chance to change your circumstances for the better and get you further along towards your goals and dreams. Okay, so if that's the definition of opportunity, then we should never say no to an opportunity, right? Because it's only going to help us. So the difference is understanding if it's a distraction or an opportunity. How do you do that? Like, how do you go about your life in your busy world trying to decide?
It's tough, but I look at, when an opportunity does come, I look at it and say, okay, is this going to get me to where I'm wanting to be and wanting to go? Is it going to help me grow as a person or in my career? Or is it going to take me off the beaten path that I'm heading, and it's going to, be more of a distraction and take me on a detour? So when I feel like that comes up, then, you have to be able to say no, but you have to know when to say yes.
Yes. Well, you always say yes to opportunity, and you always say no to distractions, right? Yes to opportunity, no to distractions. Isn't it so easy?
It sounds so easy.
It sounds so easy. And we were talking about that because, when it comes to, as humans, we're emotional. And we typically make emotional decisions, which distractions, or we talked about temptation. Tim gave us a really good quote before the show started. It was, opportunity knocks, but temptation leans on the doorbell. And it's those temptations that really get us emotionally. I was saying, a personality like myself, I love to be the center of attention. I love speaking. So someone might call and ask me to come speak at an event or do something that might tug at my emotional strings, but it might not be an opportunity that I should take based on what my goals are.
Right.
So you've had some opportunity over the last couple of years. Share a little bit about your journey, because you were managing Junction City, working for Alexis Kazam, and then Alexis, as we know, sold the shopping center, and then you you just pivoted big time. You got your business broker license.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but like I said, everything, if you look at the opportunity and instead of looking at it in a negative perspective and look at it as a way to make yourself grow, then you can make yourself in a very powerful position, because then you're making the decisions on where you're wanting to head. And, that's kind of what I did. I decided, okay, well, I have to get my broker's license in order to manage the shopping center for the new company. So I did that. And then I realized after, being a broker for a couple years that I had bigger plans, and I've known it all along. I've always wanted to actually own and run my own business with developments and brokerage services. So that's where I am today, and I have a great partner, and we kicked it off in November, and we're doing very well.
That's
It's only been a couple of months, but it's been a crazy year. But
you have always had that entrepreneur ever since I've met you, and we've known each other now for probably 5-6 years at least, because Junction City was a major sponsor for I've Decided when Alexis was the owner, and we've always appreciated that, and so we got to know each other. But you've always been a big dreamer, big thinker, visionary, entrepreneurial kind of spirit.
That's exactly why I think Alexis and I worked so well together, is because he has that spirit too, and so we always encourage ourselves to push each other, outside the box, and really just
I love though how you saw an opportunity. Speaking of opportunity, right? Yeah. Because you had been working for Alexis for 9 years or so?
12 or 13.
Wow. Okay. And then all of a sudden you found yourself faced with, okay, if I'm going to stay and continue to do what I'm going to do, opportunity, right? Yep. Or I've got to walk away and find something else. And so pivot has been a word that we use a lot. It's like the word of the year for 2020. I just did a presentation on pivoting last week. And so you pivoted. You just did exactly, you held on to what your central goal and idea was, which was to own your own business. And you went and got your business broker license so that you could continue to manage the property, which I just find that awesome. So,
thank you.
Yeah. So opportunity.
Yep.
Perfect in what we're talking about. All right. So lots of opportunity happening in our community as we start to see businesses opening back up, and hopefully opportunity going into 2021. And we're on the downhill slide of this pandemic that we've all been dealing with over the last year. And it has been quite the year.
Yes, it is very trying.
Some exciting stuff happening, yes. And we want to talk about those opportunities. And so I'm looking at your little shopping bag here, Go Local. So we all want to support our local businesses. There's no doubt about that. I know that our followers of I've Decided are very passionate about supporting local and shopping local and networking and connecting. And so we want to help you get that word out. Absolutely. And tell everyone that's watching the show about the opportunity. So help us understand a little bit about this Go Local mission, how it came about, how you're going to roll it out, and the opportunity that we have to help and to get involved.
So as you mentioned, the shopping center was sold a couple of years ago, and the new owners of Junction City, they're based out of New York, and Mr. Francis Greenberger is the president and owner of Junction, and he actually created this campaign. I'll kind of show this up, but it's called...
so they can see. Oh, there you go.
I don't know if you could read
it. Yeah, they can see it. Perfect.
So it's called Go Local, and this is actually a national campaign. So they have commercial properties all across the United States and some internationally as well. But, instead of just focusing on this one area that they have a shopping center in, it's a much bigger picture. It's all across the nation. And so what we are really trying to encourage people to do is go out into your local community, help support them, because really, they are one of the biggest stepping stones in our communities, and they have a lot of backbone and support here for our children's schools, our programs, our fundraisers. A lot of the money goes back into our economy. And here on this bag, it says for every $1 spent at a local business, 45 cents goes back into the community. And for a local business, the definition of that means an independent and small business. So, not like a big national chain. It's really like your mom and pop shops, or, some franchises are also locally owned. Right. Like the Dunkin' Donuts on Knoxville, that's one that's locally owned. And, they try to get people to understand that, even though that is a franchise, it is locally owned.
Yeah, I own Curbs. Curbs is a franchise, but it's locally owned. I spend money here.
Yeah, and it's just, making people aware of who these locally owned businesses are, and getting the word out on how they can support them, whether it be by, doing pledges, or you can help share your experiences, talk about the businesses that you've been to on social media,
Right.
just to make people aware, because, not a lot of mom and pop shops have a huge marketing budget to where they can just blast all over the place. So a lot of it is by word of mouth. So just by sharing a really nice review about something you bought there, or talking about your experience or the environment that they have, that goes a long way for these stores.
Taking an opportunity, like you said, to post a review on Google is huge for local businesses. Also checking in. If you just check in on like Facebook, I ask our members at Curves all the time to check in. That little step is a great way to support your local business. It doesn't cost you anything but just 1 second of your time.
Yeah, or even for like birthdays or special occasions, buying gift cards from your favorite places and giving those as gifts. So it introduces more people, and it, kind of forces them to go and visit those stores,
Right.
and exposes them to more people and foot traffic.
And the majority of the stores and businesses at Junction City, the property that you manage, is local.
Yeah,
they're all locally owned businesses. There are not even a ton of franchises out there. Most are local.
Yeah, we have about 40 independent small businesses at Junction City. So I've been able to really get a feel of like what they've gone through over the past year. And a lot of them, this is their livelihoods. The money they make supports their families. So, it's really scary, like during these times, especially when, it's like affecting a home. It's not affecting like a corporate business. It's actually in someone's family. So when you think about the differences, your heart kind of pulls towards these local businesses and wanting them to survive. So
yeah, and we need them all.
Yeah,
but we definitely, I think the difference is those national chains, which we all shop at sometimes, and we're grateful to have those in our community because we need those too. Yeah. They provide lots of jobs and provide us things that we need, but we definitely need to spend an equal amount of time in those local businesses.
Absolutely.
We need to spread our time and not just give all of our money to one particular store, but to spread it around. Is really
spread the love.
Spread the love, and find those local businesses that you truly love and want to invest in and share. Now you guys have an event that you're gonna launch this, or something's coming up, right?
Yep. On February 6th, we're actually gonna do a launch at Junction City. We're gonna have a press release, but we're gonna have a fun day out of it and educate people, how they can help support these businesses. And we're inviting different communities, like East Peoria, Washington, Pekin, Morton and Peoria and Chillicothe, our surrounding towns, because, as I mentioned, this isn't just like a Junction City thing. This isn't just a Peoria thing. This is a massive scale issue, that we wanted to encourage people to go local.
Right. That's so awesome. I love that. Yeah. You're just a big thinker. And so obviously the company that bought Junction City, it's important to them to give back to their community.
Yep.
And so that's nice to know. I don't think a lot of people really know who owned Junction. It's like they know, you hear it in the news, Alexis Kazam selling Junction City, but you don't really know who bought it, who's so it's nice to know that you're still managing the property.
And Time Equities, the owners, they are so much fun to work for. They love Peoria. They actually think it's a really, really nice, fun place to come to. And I think Junction City was one of their favorite centers that they own. So that's really nice to know that they like this area so much. And, we've taken them to the Heights, and when they come visit, we'll take them around Peoria so they get a feel of it. And there's never been anything that they have said negative. They really genuinely like it.
Yeah. And with the restaurants being able to open for dining in, so what are some of the restaurants that are out in Junction City now that are going to be opening?
So we have Hacienda El Mirador. That's a Mexican restaurant. We have Childers Eatery, which is one of my favorite breakfast locations. We have Eat and Evolve, which caters to a lot of healthy meals.
Yes, we love Eat and Evolve.
We have Asia Grill. Yes. We have the Tavern on Prospect that has like pizzas and obviously your cocktails and drinks. We have Vero, amazing.
I haven't tried that yet.
Oh my goodness.
I when I realized they were open, we're on lockdown.
Yeah.
And so are they going to be, they're opening back up?
Yep,
okay.
And it's authentic Italian.
Ooh.
I mean, the owner is from Italy. So he has some good
Nice.
recipes. Yeah. And then there's Sweet Cece's, and Sweet Cece's actually has a couple of new owners, and so they'll be around. And,
All the kids love Sweet Cece's. Well, I love Sweet Cece's, but I need to stay away from Sweet Cece's for a while.
I always say it's froyo, so it's good. I tell myself it's good.
Froyo, frozen yogurt, right?
With lots of sprinkles.
I love it. Okay, so MMC Brokerage, what's your plans with that? So you're managing Junction City.
Yep.
And then going forward, are you going to hopefully pick up other properties to manage? Is that your goal, or business, retail, or
we do a lot of commercial, but we also do a lot of residential. So eventually I'm going to start investing into some commercial properties and residential. And we do a lot of farm ground. So, our company is also looking to investing in farmland as well.
wow. Okay.
So we have a lot of investment plans, but we're just, trying to get things rolling and going. But I do see some of this happening towards the end of 2021 to kick it off.
Yeah, so, and it's going to be the year to do it. The time is now, right? Like, that's what we say. That's our theme for 2021. In fact, we have our motivational and leadership conference happening next Saturday, January 30th. And we had to pivot as well, Brittany, because we had to shift all of our in-person events to online. And so now our conferences are virtual for the time being. And we will continue the virtual opportunity, but hopefully in January of 2022, we'll be back having our annual big conference in person. But for this year, it is virtual. So make sure you check that out at I'veDecided.org and get registered. We have just a great lineup. Do you know Dr. Wright?
No, I don't.
She is the president of Eureka College. Have you ever heard her speak?
No, but I would love to. I can't wait. I will be on that Zoom.
She's awesome. And Father Dominic, and he goes by kind of Father Dom. He's like known as the bread monk. He's been a national speaker. He's pretty famous actually. And he's going to do a presentation geared around kind of marbles and how we have the opportunity to help each other. And he's a great speaker. And one of his presentations that he does, and the reason why he became known as kind of that bread monk, is because he bakes bread. He's a baker, loves that, and he uses the analogy of how what kind of bread are you? Like in your behaviors and in your life, and so it's really cool. Then Jamie Harwood, our local coroner, he's going to be a speaker as well. So we got a great lineup.
Sounds like a great opportunity to hear some really good motivational speakers.
Yes, and be inspired and motivated and help set your goals. So, all right. So can anyone show up for the February? It's February the 5th?
February 6th.
Oh, February 6th. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be open to the public, and we'll have, probably some face painters, balloon artists, some stuff for the family because we want...
What day is that on?
It's a Saturday.
Oh, it is a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it'll be from 10 to 5 probably during the business
Pray
hours.
for good weather.
Yeah.
Please, Lord.
Even if it snows, we'll be out there.
Yeah, even if it snows, but it would be nice to have a nice sunny 40-degree February day so you can just kind of bundle up in a jacket and come out and enjoy and visit and shop those local businesses. There are 40 of them in Junction City. So if you come out and spend the day and be a part of the Go Local campaign, you can shop 40 local businesses right then and there.
Yeah, we'll have some great speakers too, and they'll be talking about some other exciting things going on in February. So if you can make it, come out. We'd love to have you.
Awesome. And we'll post it in the comments too. We'll come back and post it in the comments so you guys will know when and where and all that good stuff. So I guess I just, I want to kind of wrap things up, just bringing it back home to our weekly winning word opportunity. And really, I think it's so important that we know where we're going. I think I posted this on my social media last week. It said, where are you going? Where are you going? You have to know where you're going so that you understand if something is an opportunity or a distraction.
Yep.
And that's the key. You never, ever, ever say no to something that's going to move you to a better place, move you to the direction of where you're going. You always say yes to those opportunities. What you say no to would be distractions. And you have to know the difference between opportunities and distractions. And distractions can show up in things that look really nice, can't they?
Yep, they sure can.
And like we said in the beginning, they can toy with your emotions, right? And make you think that they are great. And it's like temptation.
Yep.
Why do we you said this in the beginning, why do we, tend to go in the temptations? Why do we so easily fall into temptation?
And it could be that opportunities might be like more of a risk to some people, and some people might be nervous to take risks. But I challenge and encourage people, if you do have a good opportunity, to don't be afraid to try or go for it.
That's a good point. Absolutely. Opportunities are almost always a little risky, outside of your comfort zone, because it's going to push you. That's what an opportunity does. It's going to push you. It's not going to be easy.
Grow. It'll help you grow.
It's not going to be easy. So it's always there. It's definitely going to be risky. And you know what else? There's opportunity in difficulties. And so there's been lots of opportunity over the last year, even in the difficulties. There really has.
That's a great point.
We just have to open our eyes. We have to have the vision to see it.
Yep.
We can't be blinded, and we have to be. And I think another challenge, we'll end on this note. You challenged them to take that risk and not to let fear step in your way. And I just want to challenge you to not focus on that negative over the last year. It's a new year. It's a new time. The time is now. Let's focus on the things that we can change, which is ourselves, what we can do, the impact that we make, and let's focus and find the opportunity, even in the midst of all the difficulties. So
very well said.
That's a challenge.
Yes.
And we will look forward to seeing all of you on February the 6th out at Junction City for a fun day to celebrate. And I'll just put this up one more time if they can see it. Yeah. Oops. I'm not sure. There we go. Oh, thank you, Tim. Go local. There we go. Hide it there. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in to My Success Today. Again, I'm Kim Martin, founder of I've Decided and host of your show. And my guest has been Brittany Duffield, owner of MMC Brokerage and the managing facility or firm for Junction City. So excited to see you and catch up or reconnect or whatever you want to call it. Thanks so much, Brittany.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everybody. Awesome.